Shalom. All praises to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, bahasham Racha Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom, meaning peace. May that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. I want to do a brief lesson upon the word Cain. When I say brief, I do mean brief. Going into what is Cain, who is Cain, just on a surface level, that is. So the word is kwayan, and this is the word for Cain, as in Cain and Abel. So the first use of it is in Genesis 4, where it says, "And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahawah." Verse 2, "And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground." So you see twins, but two manner of people. Okay, similarly to Genesis 25, we are 20-something chapters later, 21 chapters later, that you had this. And that chapter before, you had something called the serpent. Yeah, and that was the same spirit as Cain, the same spirit as Esau. Right, so the word Cain, kwayan. Cain, it says possession, but we're going to go into it. It says the eldest son of Adam and Eve, and the first murderer, having murdered his brother Abel. Right, so as Elder Apostle Tahar once said, Esau wants to paint himself as everything. The first man on the moon, the first discoverer of this place, that place, the first man to come up with this technology. He never wants to credit himself as the first murderer, like the first deceiver, who was a liar from the beginning. Right, that's why Yahawashi said that, because E went back to Cain, which went back to the serpent. It says proper gentilic noun. Which is vowel points, and it says there what spear, which is spear is a type of what? A type of weapon. Okay, so it means spear. So it's in the original sense of fixity, a lance, a striking fast, spear. It's used in 2 Samuel. Right, then with spear, a weapon, right? And who was given that weapon? Genesis 27, I believe, and verse 38. "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live." And that word there is charab, if I'm not mistaken. "And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." And that happened around the time of King David. Sword, knife, tools for cutting stone. Now you check same way. You have to be careful with these vowel points, because it'll have you thinking it's a completely different word. And sometimes the vowel points are put in to distinguish where we'd understand it as a different use, but nonetheless it's the same Hebrew characters, which is in the Assyrian script. It says to dry up, to be waste. To dry up, be waste, to be laid waste. It says to be waste, lay waste. I'm not going to read all of it. It has that connotation to make something waste, to desolate it. Right, to attack, smite down, slay, fight, It says at the bottom there. Well, you can pause it and go back and read them. It says waste, desolate, dry. Dryness, desolation, heat. Right, so what does a sword do? It makes desolate, it destroys, it attacks. What does a spear do? The same thing. Right, and then Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And you'll find out that there is a red guy, ruling this earth with a sword, with a weapon, which is all that means is weapon, yeah. Right, so he's been given a weapon, he's take peace from the earth, given him a great sword. We'll look at this Greek word now for sword.
Strong, G 3162, Machara.
A large knife, killing animals and cutting up flesh. A small sword as distinguished from a large sword. Curved sword for a cutting stroke. A straight sword for thrusting. Right, so the same thing it does a knife. Same thing a spear does, cuts, is used to attack as a weapon. A cane means that, a sword or a weapon. Right, so when you put it all together, you begin to see it. But you'd have to have the eyesight to see it. But Lord willing, that was edifying. And you can take that, and that is made useful for you. So next video, Lord willing, shalom.